All right, another thing, we need to talk about numbers with you guys. Numbers. It is not about big numbers. It is not. It is great to have big numbers. Like you saw, Tony Robbins had like 283,000 some likes, da 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 da. That's great. That's phenomenal because he has that more people than he interacts with. But I guarantee you that those people he interacts with are also a quality audience. That he has attracted them through a certain funnel, through a certain interaction, a certain incentive, which makes them a quality audience, which makes them very likely to want and need his products. So when you look at yours, it's not all about big numbers. It is all about having a quality audience. Then this determines really honestly if you're going to be successful in social media. Because if just any old Joe off the street is following you and liking you, I mean, yeah, great, it looks good on your numbers because your numbers go up. But if they don't need your services, how does that help you? And I'll show you actually how that hinders you, because we're going to talk about Facebook algorithm in a little bit, and it can actually hinder you having just random likes that, don't need your services and won't interact with what you have to offer, because this actually can hinder you. So it's important to have a quality audience, and it's going to determine your success on social media. You're not going to have big numbers. That's not a big deal. Eventually you will, but you don't have to right away. It's more important to have quality. Don't compare yourself to the other companies. I was talking to a guy who owned a restaurant, and I told him that you basically don't compare yourself to the other places around you. He said, for one, you're a pizza shop, so you're different. You are very different than the other restaurants that are around. You offer different services. You offer different products than, let's say, the school down the street, or the McDonald's down the street, or whatever. You can't be comparing yourself to them. It's not, if you compare yourself, for example, if I sit here and wonder why I don't have 400 likes like Mexitali, the Mexican restaurant down the street, well, that's because my focus is not to sell pizza. Most people like pizza. Most people want to eat pizza, like Mexican, want to eat Mexican. So of course they're going to like it. And it's going to be a great conversion rate for Mexitali to get more likes, because it's a very common like for people to want pizza, for people to want Mexican food. But for me, my service and my product is providing to business owners who need help with their social media, need advice with managing, for running, for using their marketing. If I get all caught up on not having as many likes as Mexitali down the street, then I basically lose the focus on my quality audience. And I could ruin my Facebook algorithm. So if you have tons of people who like you that are just random people, that maybe it's your aunts and your cousins, and they're all like, hey, like my page, so I can get a lot of numbers. That's all fine and dandy. But if they really honestly don't have a purpose for your business, what is the purpose of them liking you, is one question. And two, it can hurt you because of your algorithm. Because with your algorithm, if they are not interacting with you and the content you're providing on your page, questions, conversations, different stuff like that, then it will hurt your score. You will be less likely to show up in news feeds on Facebook, and also less likely to show up in Google searches for that content. So that's why it's important, which we're going to talk about in I think just a couple more slides on one of the essential rules. It's important to have a quality audience, because you want to hit your niche. You don't just want to be talking to any old Joe.